Good morning. This is working. Thank you all for being here in this exciting occasion. My name is Barbara Martinez. I'm the Executive Director of the New Jersey Children's Foundation, a nonprofit organization based here in Newark, whose mission is to improve the lives of children through better academic outcomes. And we're here today to talk about the first ever Newark versus Camden FAFSA Challenge. For those who don't know, FAFSA stands for Free Application for Federal Student Aid. It is an important way for high school graduates to unlock critical financial support for whatever comes next for them. That's why the New Jersey Children's Foundation is thrilled to support this new FAFSA Challenge campaign, along with the Camden Education Fund. Together, we are contributing $70,000 that will be awarded to high school senior classes in an effort to create fun, excitement, and enthusiasm for taking the valuable step of completing the FAFSA. I am particularly grateful to Mayor Baraka for leading us in this challenge that is going to involve every high school in Newark, district, charter, county, and private schools, because we need every student in Newark to complete their FAFSA form, no matter if their future plans include college, a trade school, or eligible certificate programs. Before bringing up Mayor Baraka, I want to acknowledge some of the people in the room. We have Dr. Sharnae Brown, Chief Education Officer of the City of Newark. Thank you for being here. Hassani Council, President of the Newark Board of Education. Right? We have Josephine Garcia from the Newark Board of Education as well. Thank you for being here. Another school board member, Allison James Freisten. Thank you for being here. And after the mayor, we'll hear from the superintendent of Newark Schools, Roger León, then Robyn Brady Ince of the Newark City of Learning Collaborative, and Mark Comesañas of My Brother's Keeper Newark, and two Newark Public School alum who have come right back to their city, even though they graduated, and they're working with students right now to increase the numbers of high school seniors turning in their FAFSAs. I want to say that the New Jersey Children's Foundation is so grateful to the mayor and his staff at City Hall, which has been all in not only on this program, but on anything having to do with the children and their futures. I'm grateful to the mayor's leadership when it comes to education of the city's children. We are proud to continue to be partners with the mayor on this program and many others. I would now like to ask the mayor to come up and tell us why this work is so important, and also to tell us a little bit of the challenge he's got going on with the mayor of Camden.
Thank you. Good morning. Good morning. These are not mine, but can I might need them though, really. So I just want to thank New Jersey Children's Foundation, Camden Education Fund, all of the folks who came together to make this happen. The superintendent, Roger León, is here with us, all of you in the audience. I'm glad that we have a lot of interest in this. FAFSA is incredibly important, particularly to kids in cities like Newark and like Camden, who need all of the support and funding that they can get to make college a reality for them, to make sure that their future is very real for them, and anything that we can do. So I'm happy that the governor did what he did. I'm glad that we're putting this challenge together with my good friend Mayor Carstarphen in Camden, who is an incredible friend of mine. We have grown closer and closer as the days go on, mainly probably because we can relate to the issues that we have in both cities and how heavy they become from week to week and day to day. But this gives us the opportunity to, in a fun way, push our young people, push our teachers, our educators, the leads of our institutions, to get folks to work hard to fill out their FAFSA forms, and do it in a competitive, in a friendly, competitive way. I think there's almost like $70,000 that's in the end is going to be associated with making sure kids have access, schools have access to this money that can be used for students' education, for other opportunities that kids need in school. So I think it's a creative and innovative idea. I'd like to give it up to Newark Children's Foundation for thinking, New Jersey Children's Foundation for thinking of this, because it is an awesome idea, and we're just glad to be a part of it here in the city of Newark. We're going to win, but We glad to engage in this fight, for something good and something creative, to get these kids thinking about FAFSA. And if we can get 10, 20, 30, 40 more kids to fill out a FAFSA form, then I think we've done our job here in the city of Newark and in Camden. So good luck to my good friends over in Camden, way down there in Camden. Good luck to you guys, and good luck to the students of Newark, to the families of Newark. We're going to rock and roll in the city of Newark, Brick City all day. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Before he comes up to speak, I just want to take a moment to acknowledge the superintendent's visionary work in this area of FAFSA. You may know that Governor Murphy recently signed into law, just last week, a bill requiring every graduating senior in New Jersey to complete a FAFSA in order to graduate. Well, our very own superintendent had that idea years ago. So maybe the governor actually stole that idea from him. I have no idea. I didn't ask him. But in Newark District schools, every senior must file a FAFSA as a condition of graduation. And while I don't know for sure if he stole the idea or whatever, I know that with the help of the superintendent and with the mayor, Newark is going to beat Camden in this friendly competition. I asked Superintendent León to come say a few words.
Good morning. Good morning. Mr. Mayor, thank you, Barbara, President Council, board members Garcia and James Friesen. I actually want to begin by thanking Governor Murphy, the sponsors of this referenced bill, Assemblywoman J.C. and Timberlake, co-sponsors Assemblywoman Pintor-Marin and Senator Ruiz, and the overwhelming bipartisan support of our state legislature. Bill A1181S2054 is the bill requiring high school students to submit the financial aid application as a graduation requirement in New Jersey. This is incredible. Millions of dollars will no longer simply be left on the table, which will afford more students the opportunity to choose college. It is a matter of choice. While throughout this state, all school districts are working hard to make sure students are prepared, admitted, and graduate from college, the realities are that far too many students believe that their financial circumstances are the cause of having their dreams deferred. This bill serves that those dreams shall be deferred no more. We see evidence of that in Newark already. I want to commend the Newark Board of Education, who adopted a policy in 2021 requiring the completion of the financial aid application as a graduation requirement in Newark. And we also want to thank all of our partners that assisted us throughout that launch, in particular, Rutgers Newark. Last year alone, over $94 million in college scholarships were earned by our students. We know that communicating this requirement and providing the training to students and their parents is an ongoing process. I want to commend our high school principals, school counselors, teachers, staff members, and mentors, and obviously the leadership of our district's Office of Student Life, who have in fact assisted our incredible students and their awesome parents. The fact that the rest of the state will now be doing what we have been doing in Newark is a testament of our city's resolve to lead and to be that beacon of hope. It comes to me as no surprise. I do appreciate that the governor's representatives did reach out to us throughout this entire process and look forward to the impact that this will have throughout our state. We know that of the things that were impacted is our ever-increasing graduation requirement, and we are confident that that will have the same impact throughout our state. As it relates to today, I don't see this as a FAFSA challenge, but more like a collaborative opportunity between the northern part of the state and the southern, uniting to bring all of our neighboring cities and school districts together in increasing awareness of the impact that college will have on all of our respective communities. And it simply starts by filling out an application. Good luck, Newark. Good luck to my friend in Camden and all of the high school students in Camden and their respective families as well. Go Newark.
Thank you, Superintendent León. Our next speaker, Robyn Brady Ince, is Assistant Professor of Professional Practice in the Department of Urban Education at Rutgers University, Newark, and the Executive Director of the Newark City of Learning Collaborative, a partnership aimed at increasing the proportion of Newark residents with a degree or a credential beyond high school. The NCLC has helped the Newark FAFSA completion rate increase by 10 percentage points in the past couple of years to 66%. It's clear that a lot of work by the people in this room and others outside of this room has already led to significant increases, and now we want that to go even higher. And Robyn will tell us a little bit more about how that happened and how we're going to push that even further. Robyn?
Thank you, Barbara. Good morning, everyone. Mr. Mayor, Superintendent, council members, good morning. I feel like I'm in church where I have to stand on my tiptoes. What an exciting, exciting day this is, and how exciting that City Hall has chosen to sponsor such a contest to encourage students to fill out the FAFSA. Newark City of Learning Collaborative was started by people who love Newark, who believe that Newark is a city of learning. Together, they organized and collaborated around a collective goal, the goal to increase the proportion of Newark residents with a degree or a credential beyond high school to 25% by the year 2025, and ultimately, and more importantly, sustaining Newark's college-going culture well beyond that year. And we see it working. Together, we are moving the needle. And that's what I think is really important. Newark City of Learning Collaborative can do nothing without the collaboration and in partnership with every single person who is represented in this city. As of 2022, 24.9% of Newark residents aged 25 and older hold an associate's degree or a bachelor's degree. That is really good progress, but it is only the beginning. Initiatives like this will provide what we need to galvanize more people toward achieving those goals and to hit the ultimate goal of 100%, where it's not a question of whether or not you go to college, 2-year, 4-year, go to vocational school, trade school, or get that credential to lift up your generation and your future generations. As we have heard, at a 66% completion rate, Newark is already ahead of the curve. Statewide and nationally, on FAFSA, we exceed both of those on FAFSA completion rates, and that is in part to the leadership and the vision of the superintendent and the Newark Board of Education policy that FAFSA is a high school graduation requirement. Initiatives like the FAFSA Challenge can help ensure that all students have resources, knowledge, understanding, and support they need to successfully access funds to get a higher education. It all depends on the FAFSA. Why do we know that? Because the FAFSA is the key that unlocks opportunity. It gets you the money. To be able to afford to go to a 2-year or 4-year college or to a trade school. To be able to get that athletic scholarship, you have to fill out the FAFSA. To be able to get access to the Governor's Community College Opportunity Grant, Garden State Guarantee, and the new Industry Vocation Scholarship, you have to complete the FAFSA. And to get private scholarships from organizations like the Jackie Robinson Foundation, UNCF, churches, civic organizations, sororities and fraternities, a lot of times you have to complete the FAFSA. So thank you for this challenge. The FAFSA Challenge is the answer for such a time as this. Together, we will continue to lead and set the model for others to follow so that everyone, anyone who wants to get or complete a degree or credential or certificate will be able to accomplish that goal. NCLC and stakeholders across the city stand ready to support the FAFSA Challenge. Together, we will all win. Thank you.
Thank you, Robyn. Completing post-secondary education or training is one of the 6 key milestones that My Brother's Keeper, a program launched by then-President Barack Obama, has identified through research and experience as especially predictive of later success in life. We are so proud that Newark was one of only a handful of cities recognized over the summer for hitting one of the 6 milestones, the one on violence reduction. We can and will meet other 5 milestones with a belief of what's possible and deserved for the young men in Newark. We're proud to support the work of My Brother's Keeper Newark in this vision, and I'm pleased that Mark Comesañas, the Executive Director of My Brother's Keeper Newark, is here with us today to talk about this particular milestone. Mark.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you, Ms. Martinez, Superintendent León, Mayor Baraka, other dignitaries in the room for this collective effort to ensure that our young people are transcending circumstance for themselves, their families, and ultimately our community. As was said, my name is Mark Comesañas. I have the pleasure of serving as the Executive Director of My Brother's Keeper, which sits as an initiative of the Newark Opportunity Youth Network, which is designed to serve 16 to 24-year-olds in the city and across the state who are disconnected from school and employment. Some of you may not know that almost a year ago, in May of last year, the city was one of 4 communities out of 250 in the country designated as a model for its accomplishments, its impressive accomplishments in Milestone 6, as Ms. Martinez mentioned, making sure that young people remain safe from violent crime. There's a challenge of its own that comes with that model community designation, and that challenge is for us to think about how we can get to those impressive outcomes in the other 5 key life milestones. Those milestones are 1, making sure that young people enter school ready to learn. 2, that they are reading at grade level by 3rd grade. Next, that they graduate from high school. Milestone 4 is ensuring that our young people complete some sort of post-secondary education. And then milestone 5 is ensuring that they are successfully employed. As you can see, this FAFSA challenge and initiative sits squarely within that 4th milestone, and really some of the 5th milestone as well. But as we have taken time to look at the public safety ecosystem and what got us to impressive outcomes under the leadership of Mayor Baraka, our CEO, Robert Clark, and many other leaders in this city, the number 1 ingredient that consistently has come up is this word collaboration. You probably have heard it about 20 times already, but I think that we cannot overstate what unprecedented outcomes happen when there is collaboration between the city, school districts, our community-based organizations, academia, our funders, all bring their arms together to wrap them around the young people. And so I have no doubt that in the same way that collaboration has paid dividends in other milestones, it will do the same here, and that we will be able to see our young people actualize and realize the dreams that we have for them and that they have for themselves. Thank you.
Thank you, Mark. So we've saved the best for last. Our Newark Public School alumni, who will share their very personal stories about what doors the FAFSA unlocked for them and what they're doing to help others. Mekhi Fields is an Eagle Academy graduate and is currently a senior at St. Elizabeth University. He has been coming back to Newark to work with the young men at Eagle Academy so that they can unlock what the FAFSA holds for them. Mekhi, thank you for sharing your story with us.
Good morning, good morning. Good morning. I need more energy. That's a celebration. Good morning. Good morning. First and foremost, I'd like to give honor to God and for everyone being here. Thank you to Ms. Martinez, the mayor, and superintendent. As was mentioned, my name is Mekhi Fields. I'm a 2020 graduate of Eagle Academy in Newark. I'm currently a senior at St. Elizabeth University as an English major. Growing up in the city of Newark is like having a special exterior skin that can either make or break you. my life's most significant individual, as my mother refers to me as a miracle child, since at the age of 2 I underwent an open heart surgery for a heart murmur. The procedure could have gone bad, but by the grace of God, I was cured, and God kept me so I could prepare for a journey that would change my life for the better. First stop of my journey was arriving at Eagle Academy in 2013 as an incoming 6th grade student. On the first day of school, I was nervous, being in a new environment around new people, but luckily Vaughn Thompson and Thomas Owens took me in with open arms and poured into me from day one, teaching me many different aspects of brotherhood, pushing my peers and I to hold each other accountable. The most impactful thing I gained from Eagle Academy is the power of never being afraid and ask for help and network, and be that someone may know a piece of information that you need to know. For young men, this was important because we are sometimes afraid to ask for help because we don't want to seem weak or less smarter than others. Thankfully, learning how to network at middle school easily opened opportunities for me going into high school. One life-changing opportunity was starting a mentor program for elementary students while I used the sport of basketball as a way to connect with them. After Nike learned about the program, I was invited to tell my story in a Nike commercial, which received over 1.6 million views to this day. From that moment, I knew I wanted to be a leader and an advocate because I had a passion for caring and helping people in my community. Currently, I work with seniors at Eagle Academy on post-secondary plans that include a 4-year, 2-year, or trade school. Which consists of me being the first college bridge coach in a pilot program with CARA, NCLC, and Mentor Newark and ETS. While I'm working with these students, I remind the students of the importance of FAFSA. My primary goal in working with them is to share with them my experiences navigating the rapid pace of my 4 years of college, and how FAFSA plays a pivotal role in making higher education accessible to a wider range of students. When I work with these students, while I was in their shoes looking at schools, I quickly realized that the cost of tuition and other expenses could be quite overwhelming, but FAFSA provided a sense of relief by helping me understand that financial aid was available based on my family resources and circumstances. It enabled me to explore a variety of colleges without being discouraged by the price tags, and able to make an informed decision about what school would best fit me academically, socially, and financially. As a helper for seniors filling out FAFSAs, there are several pieces of advice that I believe are crucial. First, I believe it is essential to get all necessary documentation, including tax forms, social security numbers, and income information, while in advance to avoid any last-minute stress. Additionally, seniors should thoroughly read the instructions provided by FAFSA websites to ensure that they understand the process and avoid making any errors. Seeking help from a financial advisor or an experienced person can be beneficial, as they can provide guidance and answer any questions that seniors may have. This contest can serve as a powerful tool to engage and inform seniors about the importance of filling out this critical application. By addressing senior doubts, hesitations, and misconceptions, this contest can effectively encourage them to explore the possibilities of financial aid for higher education. By participating, seniors can gain a better understanding of the FAFSA process and unlock numerous funding opportunities, and ultimately make informed decisions about their education future. As for myself, I graduate in May, and I want to continue my work working with students, supporting and guiding them towards pursuing higher education and opportunities, and hopefully embark on a new journey and maintaining my master's in counseling psychology. Thank you. Go Newark. Thank you.
And now we have Shayaka Wilson, a Westside High School graduate who finished college, get this, in 3 years. And what was her degree? Biology. Very impressive, pretty amazing. Yep. She is currently a fellow at the MCJ Amelia Foundation, supporting the exciting work at her alma mater, Westside High School.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you, Barbara. Thank you all for being here and for having me. My name is Shayaka Wilson. I'm a fellow at the MCJ Amelia Foundation. I went to Westside High School and Rutgers University in Newark. Over the years, I've built my network to participate in various city programs like NCLC and the Summer Youth Employment Program, which helped me land my current role with MCJ. You can say Jamaica made me and Newark raised me. Today, you have heard from several people about why you should complete the FAFSA application as a young person in Newark with hopes of attaining a college education. From personal experience as a first-generation college graduate and first-generation immigrant, I know how important it is to complete the FAFSA application. From a very young age, I always knew that I wanted to get a college education. And when I first moved here, I was very concerned about how I'd be able to afford college without taking on significant debt. All of that changed when I learned about the FAFSA application. I know there are families here in the city who have a similar concern as I did, and they think college is out of reach or not even an option due to the high cost. Last year, while doing some post-secondary plan outreach to Westside High School seniors and their families, I spoke with a few parents who mentioned that their children would not be attending college because they couldn't afford it. We need to change that narrative in the city. This is one of the reasons why I think it's imperative to spread awareness about completing the FAFSA application to unlock your eligibility for free federal student aid. When I completed the FAFSA application, I learned that I was eligible for the federal Pell Grant. And not only that, but I was also eligible for HESA, which is the New Jersey State Aid. I was able to participate in the Educational Opportunity Fund program at Rutgers, as well as do work study. So instead of working a random part-time job, I worked at the university while completing my studies. Ultimately, in 2022, I graduated from Rutgers, summa cum laude, with a BA in biology after... I graduated from Rutgers summa cum laude with a BA in biology after only 3 years, completely debt-free. All of this was possible. All of this was possible because I took the time out to complete the FAFSA application each year. Even though the FAFSA application can be tedious, I want you as a young person to think of it as an application that the government uses to determine your family's financial strength and whether they would be able to fund your college education. Completing the FAFSA is the only way to receive free federal student aid, which is the best way to pay for college. Trust me, I know. With the lottery, they often say, if you don't have a ticket, you don't stand a chance. You can think of the FAFSA application in a similar vein. If you don't complete the FAFSA application, you definitely don't stand a chance of receiving free federal student aid. And let's be real, as a student in Newark, the chances of you being eligible for free federal student aid are significantly higher than the chances of you ever winning the lottery. So please bet on yourself, gather your documents, and complete the free FAFSA application because you have nothing to lose and everything to gain. Thank you.
My biggest takeaway, once again, are just our Newark students and the incredible insight they have, their power, and it just such a great thing to hear from them, especially about this. They are really going to lead us and guide us in this. I'd like to thank all of the speakers and invited guests. We look forward to reporting on the results. We're going to have a website where you can check in on the results every single day and see what schools are ahead and maybe push each other to do better. And then we're going to wrap it up around April and then have a big announcement and celebration where we're going to give out a big check of up to $15,000 for the senior class that got the highest numbers in Newark. And then hopefully we beat Camden, and Camden will have to pay us some extra money, and we're going to pass it right to the students. So that's going to be fun. We're going to take a few questions from the media only. If you're a member of the media, please identify yourself, your outlet, and to whom you are directing your question. Yes.
Hi, this is Jessie with Chaffee. My question is mainly for the school district. Specifically, what are some of the incentives or any of the programs currently in Newark schools to help kids go to college, also pay for college?
Superintendent? Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Thank you for that. Good morning to you. So we have an actual number of things at play. One of the most important pieces with regards to the work on the FAFSA has been the workshops that we're providing for the parents all across the district, whether it's in particular schools, opportunities that are being provided by some of our college partners, either at our schools or at different colleges. So getting information out has been the most critical part of the work that we've been doing underway. Obviously, the Office of Student Life, which was created in 2018 when I started, is a big part of the catalyst of making sure that students are aware of different scholarship opportunities that are available or make themselves available, and then getting that information out to the school counselors, and then them turnkeying that to our students as well.
Matt, did you have a question?
Not to tap into Newark. The FAFSA, if someone's looking at vocational schools, is that part of this? And can you, I guess for the Newark school district or self-describe how that went?
Yeah, Robyn described, if you want to come up and talk about all the different all the different institutions that now take FAFSA, and you need FAFSA. You mentioned some of it during your talk.
Yes, and I missed the last portion of the question. It was just about vocational, who asked?
Yes.
What types of organizations
So
need
FAFSA? Yes, the FAFSA is able to be utilized for 2-year colleges, 4-year colleges, and vocational and trade schools. So they accept the FAFSA. A lot of people assume it's just for college because a lot of times the national narrative just says FAFSA college, but it is also accepted by vocational and trade schools across the nation.
And a follow-up question, if people are looking for a website where they can find information, a how-to guide, what's the best place for folks in Newark to find that?
Yes, there are multiple websites which we can certainly provide. One of them is the website that the state has, HESA. So the HESA website provides a wealth of information and videos and a 1-800 number. So they will actually help walk you through the FAFSA if you're having difficulty. And then the U.S. Department of Education, Office of Federal Financial Aid, also has a website. That website is FAFSA.gov, and it too has videos, 800 numbers, and also how-to guides on the FAFSA. Lastly, there is a national advocacy organization called NCAN, which has the same thing, webinars, trainings, and, well, it doesn't have the 800 number, but it will direct you to the other 2 websites that I mentioned. Thank you.
That's it. Thank you all for coming. Some of us will still be around, but we're going to take a picture with that giant check right there. So hopefully you get your pictures too. Thank you.
Section.